Hi there, YouTube followers. This is Becca De Mulan with Get Life Energy, and I need to make some more videos for you guys because I've got more subscribers. Thank you for all my new subscribers out there. I appreciate you, and slowly making the climb. Last I checked, it was at like 80, and then I shared my video on a few different Facebook pages, my last video about getting my paleo groove back. And next thing you know, I had like 86, 87, 88. I'm getting close to 100 whopping subscribers. My goal is to get to 1,000 as soon as possible, so we got work to do. That being said, if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel and share these videos if they are useful to you, because always looking for more people to find the channel. And I am continuing to work on my habits of making these videos and setting aside the time to do so when there's enough light that you can see me. So I hope you can see me okay. I know it's a little dim. I'm still learning and figuring it all out. But what did I want to talk to you about today? I wanted to talk to you about trying experiments with yourself, because I am a person, I don't know if it's because I'm an Aquarius. If you want to learn more about astrology, look at my video on astrology and compatibility in relationships. But I'm an Aquarius, and Aquariuses are known for being revolutionary and thinking out of the box. And there's a particular astrologer I follow who would always say things about how Aquarians are always trying all these crazy experiments. And I was like, trying crazy experiments? What does he mean? Like being like Thomas Edison, like trying to find electricity? I don't know if Thomas Edison was an Aquarius or not, but I do know, because we just had President's Day, that Abraham Lincoln, one of my ride or die homies for life, Abraham Lincoln and George Washington, the first president ever, who was like, I'm gonna sail across the ocean and go look for a new world. That was pretty freaking revolutionary at the time, wasn't it? And then, Abe Lincoln saying, I'm gonna abolish slavery. That was absolutely insane at the time. So these revolutionary, out-of-the-box thinkers that are willing to experiment with changing things, I'm one of those people. So this is not a video about astrology, though, so that was a caveat. What I wanted to talk to you about was experimenting with yourself, because I'm currently, in every new year, I take advantage of the new year, as an opportunity to change some things up in my life and instill some new habits. And I might start a new habit anytime, but it's like, the new year is always a time. I was in the Pilates studio and the place was packed. And I remembered saying something to the teacher, and she goes, oh yeah, new year. And I'm like, oh yeah, totally. So it's like during the new year, people make resolutions to work out more. They make resolutions to eat better and to take better care of their body, or to meditate, or whatever they might resolve to do. And a lot of us use this date and this changing of the number on the calendar as a starting point. So I'm currently embarking on a drug and alcohol free journey, and I've experimented with not drinking before, and I've experimented with not smoking pot before. I gave each thing up for like a 30-day period of time and committed to 30 days. And I remember, making notes and noticing, trying to pay attention to noticing when it felt weird to not participate in drinking, or when it felt weird to choose not to smoke weed. There was a time that I smoked weed a lot, and it's legal now, so we can talk about this. But there's plenty of people that use cannabis on a regular basis. Some people use it on a daily basis. I was a daily basis user when I was a lot younger, kind of like back in high school, but now it's not a huge part of my life. And during this current experiment that I'm doing, I wanted to be completely substance free. I mean, other than prescribed medications and or herbal medicine, not weed, but like supplements, vitamins, ginseng. Ginseng is a supplement that can give you energy. So, and caffeine. Caffeine comes from plants as well, but it's definitely a chemical that alters your mind. So I'm not 100% chemical free, but I'm free of drugs, alcohol, marijuana, and I'm not drinking a whole bunch of coffee or a whole bunch of black tea every day. But recently I I went to the Chinese herb shop not too long ago to get some herbs for my what my acupuncturist recommended I start taking. That reminds me, I need to take those again. I take them 3 times a day. And they're helping, by the way. They're helping a lot with premenstrual stuff. But I bought some American ginseng because I knew that ginseng is good for energy and that I could take that in lieu of using a lot of caffeine. Because I did stop taking ADD medicine a few months ago, and the medicine I was taking was Adderall, which is a strong, powerful stimulant. So I knew that without that strong, powerful stimulant, that I might want some help with some focus energy or some energy. But so far I've been doing really good. So that's awesome. So this experiment is going well so far. The current experiment is to cleanse my system of all the chemicals, including refined sugar. That's the hardest one. Sugar is like an addictive substance for me, and it gets pretty out of control pretty quickly. So I've learned that like I gotta not eat sugar. You know what I mean? Like I have to avoid it completely as much as possible. Maybe have a little treat for my birthday, but then I can't go and have more sugar again the next day and again and the next day and the next day, because I will want it every single day. So this current experiment is about eliminating sugar and not just being paleo, but working out a way more often, because I've been in good physical health recently, knock on wood, grateful for that. And in the past, when I did a paleo diet, I did it to cleanse my gut and my internal digestive system. And I also did it when I was injured and I couldn't exercise at all. And that was because I knew that if I can't exercise at all, that I'm probably going to get depressed, and I'm going to eat my feelings and do nothing but eat butter pecan ice cream every night, and then I'm going to gain weight, and then I'm going to be fat and unhealthy and injured, and it's going to suck even worse. So I've done the paleo thing 4 or 5 times now, but each time I did it, I only did it for like 30 days, 90 days, and then I started incorporating corn and rice and cheese and dairy products again. But I feel so much better without it, even though it's still complicated and difficult to eat that way all the time. It's, it's hard to go out to eat. Sometimes it can be hard to, it can still be difficult. Like don't get me wrong. Like this should be the number one thing that people are aware of, okay? Eating really healthy makes you feel way better. Therefore, it is self-perpetuating. After you get over the hump of feeling shitty and tired and missing your caffeine and missing your candy binges, yeah, you go through a period of withdrawal and detox from all that. But after that hump is crested and you are now smoothly riding that wave, where you feel good and you've got energy and you go to bed on time and you're not having insomnia and your system is functioning at a beautiful level, it's really wonderful. It's rewarding. And you're like, yes, I'm here. However, why don't we all just stay there? Right? Like, why don't I just stay paleo strict? Why do I eat corn again? Why do I eat dairy again? I don't know. Could you potentially wonder? Maybe I'm super hungry and I didn't bring any food with me today and I'm at a birthday party and there's a bunch of chips and salsa, so I just go crazy on the corn chips. Or maybe there's, a birthday party with cake and the cake is gluten-free and then I'm going to eat a piece of that freaking sugary ass cake. So there's reasons why we fall off of our wagon. There's reasons why people go back to drinking after months of not drinking. There's reasons, okay? So let's not pretend that it's just easy to stay on the path, even when the path makes you feel good. Like I've been here multiple times, and when I'm here I feel so good and I'm like, I want to stay here. Okay, so that's my experiment right now, is let's stay paleo, let's work out more, let's see, like how buff I can get, let's see if I can get some definition in these abs. I mean, I just turned 38, you guys. Like I am pushing 40 and this is crazy, but I mean, I'm aging. It's not that crazy. It's not crazy. It feels interesting. It's an interesting headspace to be like, I ponder my life and my accomplishments all the time. And I often wonder, like, why am I not farther than I am? why have I not accomplished more? Why haven't I done that thing I've been wanting to do? Why didn't I, you know, looking back, why didn't I? How come I shoulda, woulda, coulda. But as much as I think about shit like that sometimes, I try to go, zzz, stop it. I ruminate. I'm a ruminator. There's probably an Aquarius thing too. You know, it's funny, back to the Aquarius thing. And I just had my birthday recently. I wanted to watch the movie about Abraham Lincoln. The movie Lincoln. It's been on my watch later for a long time. And the other night I said, do you want to watch Lincoln? And my partner's like, why do you want to watch that? I was like, well, he's an Aquarius. He's about to have his birthday, so I could watch it in his honor. And also, I want to know about this president and what his life was like. I've heard that he struggled with clinical depression, and that was, you know, like failed a million times in politics before he became the president, and then like abolished slavery and did amazing things. And also because we're in a very intense political realm right now, and in 2020 with the primary election coming up soon, and like I am rooting for a world-changing revolutionary candidate to become our next president. And I so badly want the world to become a better place. I so badly want the United States to be, once again, a place that people look up to as a country that's doing things right and that elects good guys and not douchebags for president. And I want to see things change for the better. I want to see people have health care and be able to go to school. And, you know, I want these changes for the world, for the country. And so I thought, what a good time to watch a movie about a revolutionary president. That being said, we tried to watch it, and I was tired. I've been going to bed early with all this eating healthy and exercising. So I've been getting to bed a couple hours earlier than I normally do. Normally I'm a night owl up until 1 or 2 in the morning. I've been going to bed around 11:30 or 12. Yay, more sleep. It's great. I said my goal is to make it through an hour of this movie. Well, I made it through about an hour, and then I was ready to turn it off and go to bed. But what I thought was really funny is the guy who played Lincoln is Daniel Day-Lewis, pretty awesome actor, and known as one of the best of his time. And he's playing Abe Lincoln, right? And like, I don't know where they got the information about what Abe Lincoln was like, but like he's telling stories and he's going on and everybody's listening to him, and he tells all these stories. And at one point, some political guys were like, I can't listen to another story, I'm out of here. And they get up and storm out of the room. And I thought, is the storyteller thing an Aquarius thing? Holy cow. So if you have an Aquarius friend who tells lots of stories, put a comment below, because I'm curious about that. I want to conduct a little experiment right now about if Aquarians are good storytellers, or if it's just all the air signs. Because my partner's a Gemini, and he's another air sign, and he's a fabulous storyteller. And there's something about that. Not everyone's good at telling stories. Not everybody is good at coming up with all this information and being able to, you know, I'm certainly not great at staying on task or completing the topic without going off on a story tangent. But let's come back to the purpose of this video. Have you ever wanted to try a paleo diet to see how you would feel without the inflammation that comes from dairy products, grains, and refined sugar? Have you ever wanted to try that? Well, here's the thing. If you want to try, or you wonder how you would feel, you're not gonna know until you try. You know that saying, you won't know if you like it until you try it. I remember I had this boyfriend who would not eat fish at all. Any fish. Certainly not sushi. Certainly not raw fish. He wouldn't eat. We went to a Thai restaurant with his friend, and the friend ordered frog legs. And I was like, I want to try frog legs. That's weird. I've never had that before. And I was like, oh, it's a lot like chicken. He says, do you want to try it? And the guy was like, nah, man, that's practically a fish. And he was so averse to anything that swims. He would say, if it swims, I don't eat it. And I was like, geez Louise. Well, we would talk occasionally after we broke up, even though that was many years ago. So at some point or another, he tells me that he tried sushi and that his new woman was like, you got to try sushi because I love it and you have to try it. So he finally tries it because someone who loves him is basically saying, like, I can't have you not try this. And he was like, I loved it and now I love sushi. And I'm thinking, like, man, if you would have freaking not been such a pussy and you would have ate some sushi, we could have been eating sushi that whole time. But you get what I'm saying. You are not going to know if you like it until you try it. You won't know if you can stand living with your girlfriend or boyfriend until you live with them. You won't know if you love being a parent until you have a kid and become a parent. You know, you won't know if you absolutely love animals and adore living in the home with a dog or a cat until you live with a dog or a cat. And you won't know the love of being a cat mom or a dog dad until you are one. So there's certain things that you just aren't going to know until you try. A lot of everything, anything, right? I mean, sheesh. Like, people told me for years that I needed to try meditation to help control my mind and slow down my thoughts. And I was like, meditation? What the hell are you talking about? You want me to sit still and breathe? That would drive me crazy. And it's funny because, let me see if I can pull up one of my milestones on my meditation app. Oh, I got to finish something that I started earlier. But let's just say that I have been told for a long time that I should do meditation. And I was like, yeah. For years, I was like, yeah, meditation. Everybody says so great, meditation. Well, I did yoga enough that I got a little dabble with the meditation from the yoga classes. And I ended up deciding to try meditation with this app. I love it, by the way. It's called Insight Timer. Check it out. And I started doing guided meditations where I'd listen to someone talk to me and tell me what to visualize for like 10 or 15 minutes or whatever. And I would do it every now and then. And then I started using the timer where it just plays like ambient sound and it gives you like a bell at the beginning and a bell at the end. So I would do the sound one. But I often found that sitting still and trying to just, you know, that kind of thing didn't work for me. I would get distracted and want to get up and move. So rather than saying I'm a failure at meditation, I would, you know, lay in bed and listen to go to sleep meditation at night and sit, you know, lay there still. But obviously I'm not actively clearing my mind. I'm just listening to this thing and letting myself drift off to sleep. By the way, I've got a couple that I found on there that are phenomenal at knocking you out. And I used to have a really hard time falling asleep. So, by the way, if you work out a shitload, here's an experiment you could try. If I lift weights twice a week and go to yoga or Pilates once a week, also known as 3 workouts a week, will I sleep better? There's a experiment you could try. And for me, 100%. I looked at January's calendar, I'm tracking my personal health practices. How often do I get a massage? How often do I go to the chiropractor? I'm supposed to be doing 2 acupuncture visits a month. So that's 2 acupuncture, 4 chiropractor, ideally 3 or 4 massages, and then working out at the gym, going to yoga or lifting weights at the gym or doing a hike for an hour. All of those things count as workouts. So just the other day, now that January's over, I tracked how many workouts I did, how many yoga classes I did. Look at this. I'm so proud of it. I'm going to show you. Can you see this? I know it's kind of dark, but number of massages, number of chiropractic, number acupuncture, number of workouts, and number of yoga. Okay. So I decided to keep track. And I did 3 massages, so almost 1 a week. 3 chiropractor visits, almost 1 a week. I did both of my acupuncture visits, gold star on that one. And get this, I did 5 yoga classes and a total of 10 workouts. That's either strength training at the gym or going on a hike. I think I did a couple of hikes. So I got 15 workouts in last month. I think that deserves a gold star because that means that half of the days of the month I was exercising. No wonder I've been sleeping so much more, or I should say so much deeper or so much more easily rather than having to like take sleep aids and drink magnesium powder, and then I have to wake up to pee anyway because I just drank freaking liquid right before I went to sleep. But this is awesome. So, you know, if my goal is to do, I mean, I feel great with this. So if I could get it to, holy crap, 5 workouts a week, that would be 20 a month. Awesome. But I mean, I'm very satisfied with this. I don't want to let it go below this. I want to keep it at this level. But I gotta say, man, when I'm not eating right and I'm not working out, I slip on my healthy habits. One healthy habit slips, they all slip. Have you noticed that? You don't get enough sleep, then you don't want to work out, then you don't want to eat healthy, then you just want to get takeout all the time. It all affects. Everything is connected, yo. Everything is connected. So try experiments with yourself. If you've never gone vegan, try going vegan. Eat vegan for like 3 weeks, you know. I really don't think that a week is enough time for anything to really, for you to really notice how you feel. Like, let's say you eat meat every day and then you quit eating meat for like a week. You might miss the meat and be like, man, I really want to eat some bacon, but like, you're not going to really know how you like feel in your body without it until I'd say more like 30 days. So I honestly, I've read a lot of stuff too about paleo and these anti-inflammatory diets. And it takes some time for your gut to clear from all the bad stuff, and it takes a while for your gut to heal. So you can't just quit eating gluten for like 7 days. Oh, by the way, I highly suggest to anybody who doesn't want to have inflammation in their body, doesn't want to have pain in their body unnecessarily, doesn't want to have chronic IBS like diarrhea and constipation and other forms of bowel issues, or is gaining weight and putting on body fat and doesn't want to get fat, I highly suggest that you try going gluten-free. You don't have to go 100% paleo, you don't have to quit eating cheese and dairy products, but get rid of the gluten, give it a try. I am definitely going to be making a video soon. I've been talking about this for a while about how to go gluten-free. It's so easy now. You really can do it. And you can see how you feel without gluten. And you don't have to like never eat bread again or never have cookies again. Now there's gluten-free cookies and gluten-free bread. And you can just switch and omit the gluten and actually see how you feel. And you might resolve some issues that you had no idea it was causing, like cystic acne or, you know, chronic joint pain. So if you have chronic joint pain or you have cystic acne, isn't it worth trying it? The whole point I want to make here is that you've got to try things with yourself. You got to try giving up drugs or alcohol or both of them. I've never given up both. I've always had weed to lean on if I wasn't drinking, and I've had drinking to lean on if I wasn't smoking weed. And right now I am doing nada. I'll make a separate video about my reflections on sobriety, but it's been really good. I am concerned that I'm never going out and having fun and being social with my friends, but then again, I need to create social activities to do with friends that are alcohol free, right? That going to bars is not the only thing that exists, right? So, all right, what else can you experiment with yourself on? Diet. Nutrition stuff is huge. Like, if you're somebody who suffers from sinus infections, phlegm, mucus, gut issues, lots of gas, quit dairy. I'm telling you, try it. If you don't like all this phlegm and gunk, get rid of dairy for a while, like a month. And if it's gone, now you have your answer. You know what I'm saying? And if you're like, but I don't want to give up cheese, then fine. Maybe you need to watch the vegan documentary about how those dairy cows are being taken their babies away from them moments after they're born, and then the baby cows being turned into veal, which is torture, and then the mama cow who's crying over her baby. Joaquin Phoenix just said something about this on his Oscar speech after the Joker, just saying she's now a slave to the milk pumping machine. For all you out there who love cheese, and if you're a mom and you've ever pumped your breasts for milk for your baby, just think about that. Do you want to be hooked up to a pump the rest of your life because someone likes milk? Just think about it for a second. Now, if you're like me where that stuff bothers you, but every now and then you eat the thing and it's there and it's at the party and you eat it because you're like, oh, it's on the tray, and you don't think necessarily, like, you're not buying logs of cheese every day, but you do occasionally eat dairy products. You know, you can make better choices. You can buy grass-fed. You can get stuff from a local producer that's more humane. And you can limit the amount of this food product that you consume. So if you do the experiment with yourself and your sinus infections are gone and your mucus is gone and your bloating is gone, hallelujah. But if that's not enough to make you stop for real, then maybe it'll make you limit it and you don't eat as much of it, or you don't eat it as often. So at least you can lessen the symptoms that you have to deal with, right? Like, nobody wants to be bloated and crampy and having freaking gut problems and farting, and just, you got to try the experiment. And the thing is too, like, if the gluten's fucking you up but the dairy's not, you're not going to know which one it is. You got to stop the gluten for a while, and if the problem doesn't go away, then stop the dairy, okay? But I love paleo because it's a gluten-free, dairy-free, grain-free diet, and you don't even eat beans. So for anybody out there who loves their hummus, yeah, you don't get to have hummus. So that can be tough. But you don't have to eat that way for the rest of your life. You don't have to always eat that way, but you can at least know. I know now. I know that if I eat raw cabbage, if I eat raw broccoli, if I eat a big old thing of refried beans, or even a little bit, like, I'm gonna experience some issues with that, and I'm gonna maybe feel not so sexy. So if I want to go out on a date and I want to get lucky tonight, I'm not gonna have a freaking bean and cheese burrito. Does this make sense? Oh my gosh, a bean and cheese burrito is beans, cheese, and gluten. It's like a disaster. It's like a fart factory. Oh my God. Okay, so drugs and alcohol, huge. Diet and exercise, huge, right? Like, these are the keys and cornerstones of good health. Another way you could experiment with yourself is by drinking more water. You know, like, let's say you, oh shoot, my water bottle's not in here. Let's say you don't think you drink enough water. You could get a water bottle that's 32-ounce water bottle, and you could say, I'm going to drink 2 full bottles of this per day and see if it affects my mood, or if it affects my digestion, or if it affects my bowel movements, or if it affects my sleep, or, you know, whatever. If you feel more hydrated and more alert and don't need as much coffee, for example. When I started upping my game on the water very consciously, I needed less caffeine and I had much better elimination, which was always a problem for me. So I thought, wow, this is like a cure. So drinking water is good for you. Who would have thought of that? And another thing you could do is, you know, experiment with yourself, like going on a drama detox, going on a news fast. I've never done a 7-day juice cleanse, and that's what I'm going to embark on next, because I want to really heal my gut. I ate gluten for 30 years, and now I know 100% that I am allergic to it and have a sensitivity to it. Whether I'm celiac or not, I don't know, but I know that it affects me a lot, and I don't eat it because it affects me very badly. So, you know, experiment with yourself, okay? If you want to know what experiments I'm doing with myself and follow along, you can join my Facebook group called Our Holistic Journey. I'll put a link to the group in the description box below this video. And let me know if you've done an experiment with yourself. Like, if you've ever tried doing yoga every day for a month, or did like a yoga challenge, or if you tried, you know, taking vitamins regularly and tracked how you felt when you took vitamins on a daily basis. Vitamins are something that I take and then I forget to take them, and I take them and then I forget to take them. And I do think I feel better when I take them, but I often will forget and stop taking them. So, you know, that's another one. But what else is a good one? You know, for me, another one too, like, I'm experimenting with trying to read more by just reading for 5 minutes a day. And by saying, like, I'm just going to read this book for just 5 minutes, and I'll set a little timer and I'll read for 5 minutes. Or like journaling. How about that? You could like journal 3 things you're grateful for each morning when you wake up. I'm grateful for this, this, and this. It could be like, I'm grateful for shoes, or my new shoes, or I'm grateful for my kitty cat and the snuggles that I get. I often am very grateful for my kitty cat snuggles. But, you know, it can be really simple things. It can be, I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head and that I have the, you know, the ability to see and taste and smell. Like, it can be basic shit. But doing a gratitude journal is a really wonderful practice. And I don't do it every single day religiously, but I have for months on end done it really regularly. And it changes your state of mind, man. Like, if you know anybody who's negative and who's constantly in a bad mood and complaining, maybe share this video with them and tell them that they might want to try writing a gratitude journal each morning. Puts you in the right headspace. But these are just ways you can experiment with yourself. You know, you can experiment with how you eat, how you sleep. You can experiment with how you communicate. You can, you know, you can try using your words in a different way. There's lots of ways you can experiment with your body, with your well-being. You can try acupuncture. Oh, all right. Before I go, I feel like it's getting dark, but before I go, the last one that I wanted to remind all of you about is pain. Don't be in pain, okay? If you have an injury or you had a surgery or, you know, you have a bad back or a bad neck or a knee replacement or whatever, fill in the blank, something's not right in your body. Or you're stressed and you're just having anxiety and you're not right in your freaking emotional, mental state. You ever tried massage? Have you ever tried getting a massage every month? Have you ever tried getting a massage every week? If you've tried, I want you to leave me a comment. I am really curious about how many of you have had a massage from a professional, and have you ever had it on a regular basis? Because here's the thing, you can't say, oh, my back hurts so bad and it hurts all the time and I got a massage, but I you know, I only felt a little bit better, but it's my back pain was back 3 days later. It's like, okay, so that massage lasted you for 3 days. You had 3 days of pain relief from that one massage. That doesn't mean the massage did not help. It means the massage didn't cure you. But what if you got a massage every week? What if you got a massage at least once a month? Could your back pain get down to a manageable level? Right? I injured my neck bad from a car accident in 2006 where I was rear-ended, and I was like, I couldn't turn my head. I had a massive headache come on within 3 minutes of the accident. I was terrified. This is my first car accident I was ever in. And I thought that I was going to be like, wake up tomorrow paralyzed or something. Like, I thought that I had like broken something in my neck or that my muscles were all freaking out. I had basically sprained a bunch of muscles in my neck. So I went and sought out chiropractic treatment because that's what you do when you get in a car accident, and the guy's insurance paid for it. And I got to try chiropractic for the first time. But I did not start to get better until I started adding massage therapy as well as the chiropractic. And I paid out of pocket for the massage because I needed the massage and I wanted the massage, and I felt so much better when I got the massage that it was worth it to me to invest a couple $200 or $300 a month in those massages so that I could turn my head again. I wanted my body back. I didn't give a shit about the cost. Luckily at the time I was able to afford it. But think about it like this, you know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna know if massage therapy helps you and alleviates your pain or calms down the anxiety and gives you more peace until you try it. And you might need to try it on a regular basis. And a lot of my clients I've had for many years, they came at first every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. They came often as they felt they needed to. I had one woman write me this amazing Yelp review that said, Becca unraveled years of pain that I had just grown used to. So thank you for that review, Liz. She had been in so much pain and was just used to it. And then I got rid of it, chipped away. I call it the iceberg. We're chipping away. You know, each massage, we're going more, getting through what's going on, getting down to where's it all coming from. And then once you get through the iceberg, now you're flat with the surface of the water, baby. Now you're just maintaining. Now this woman sees me every month for over 2 years, and she is like, you know, I'm feeling tight right here, but I'm good in general. I'm feeling tight right here, but I'm pretty good. It's like she's maintaining her well-being by just getting a once-a-month massage. And, you know, when it's been 3 weeks, she starts to feel like she needs the massage. So one massage is lasting her a whole month. That is awesome. Same thing with chiropractic. Is chiropractic going to help you? You're not going to know until you try it, and you got to try it on a regular basis. In my personal experience, chiropractic only lasts a few days at best, and it doesn't necessarily make the pain go away. It might make your body feel different, but if you combine massage therapy with chiropractic, that's where you're going to make massive results. And acupuncture, I'm trying acupuncture right now for my time of the month issues, and it's helping a lot. I've only been going for a month and a half, and I'm starting to see results, and I'm so excited about this. I'm not going to stop taking these herbs. I'm not going to stop going to my acupuncturist. I'm getting relief. Hallelujah, it's working. I can't just go see an acupuncturist once and go, oh, it didn't work. You know what I mean? You got to try it. You got to like let this thing do its job on in your body, in your life. You don't go to the gym one time and lift weights and expect to freaking be cut. It doesn't work that way. You have to stick with it and do it for a while. And you can do it. If you need some help, I can help you. If you want to make some changes and you want to schedule a coaching session or something, hit me up. I'll put my contact information below the video. You can schedule a coaching session and I can help guide you through whatever changes you want to make. I hope this helps you. I hope you decide to try some experiments with yourself. I hope that you are inspired to maybe make some healthy habit changes. And yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you think you know someone that could benefit from this, please share the video. I'm looking to get some more subscribers. And when I get to 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a drawing and pick a name. And somebody who is a subscriber is going to win either a free massage or a free coaching session. If they, don't live here and can't come get the massage, then we could do a Skype call. But yeah, please subscribe, and I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this video. So give me a comment. Let me know what you're experimenting with, or what you want to experiment with, or if you have any curiosity about anything. Like what I've mentioned in the video. And yeah, appreciate your time. Get Life Energy signing off. Have a great rest of your day.